Hello, welcome to this week's MWP Music Review Show. Talking about the new music from New Music Friday. Joining me as ever is Richard.
Hello.
Hello, and this week we have new music from Wolf Alice, The Weekend, Claptone, and a few more. We have this week's latest news and an update from our Reddit page. As ever, we are now streaming live on Twitch. If you want to find us on Twitch, you just basically search for Marc Anthony DJ, that's MarcAntony DJ, and come say hello to us live on the Twitch. We stream 8 p.m. UK time every Sunday night. Right, so we'll make a start. The first one, Wolf Alice and Smile. What do you think of this one?
Okay, yeah, really liked it. Really rocky, loved the groove on it. I loved the rhythm of the lyrics, the production. You know, just a great sounding track. It's a kind of track you want to walk to. You know what I mean? Yeah, I gave it a 4. Really liked it.
I don't know much about Wolf Alice.
I've never heard them, so.
Oh, have you not?
First time I heard them, yeah.
Ah, right, okay. No, I've never heard of them ever before. Yeah, it's probably more your cup of tea than mine, this one.
Yeah.
It didn't really do anything for me, so I just gave it a 2. So that was about it. Right, the next one is The Weekend featuring Ariana Grande, and they've done a version of Save Your Tears. Obviously, The Weekend brought this version out a couple of months ago, and now he's brought out a version of Ariana Grande. I mean, I love the original. A big fan of The Weekend. This is no different. It's more or less just got her vocals on it. And I think I've said before many times, I've never liked any of her music. It's never been my cup of tea. But obviously, because it's this track, obviously I like it.
Yeah.
I gave it a 5 before, and I give it a 5 now. So just because it's got Ari in it doesn't mean I don't like it now. But because I think it's got a great voice, I just don't like songs don't suit me. So yeah, 5 for me.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. No, I thought it was all right. It was a dance tune. It was quite a laid back tune, really. And yeah, I gave it a 2.5.
Okay. Next one is, I haven't heard this band for ages, The Chemical Brothers. The Darkness That You Fear. What did you think?
Yeah, so when I saw it was The Chemical Brothers, I was quite excited. Because I remember their stuff. An album came out, I can't remember the name. It must have been 2005, 2006, or even a bit earlier. Cracking stuff, really liked it. Like this stuff before, but this one didn't really do much for me. Yeah, just wasn't that interesting. I just didn't find it that interesting. I was waiting for their kind of signatures and things like this, and just so I only gave it a 2. Yeah,
I like the chorus in it. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah,
but the middle part I wasn't so keen on. So. I've never been into the Chemical Brothers, but yeah. So because of the chorus, it kept catching me. I got a 3.5. So,
right.
But yeah, they haven't done anything for ages, have they?
No. It's the first thing I've heard for a while.
Okay, next one is Claptone featuring To Another, and the track is called Golden. What do you think of this one?
Yeah, really liked it. I thought it was quite catchy. I like the kind of arpeggiated synth that was going on, the vocals, and I gave it a 4. Really liked it.
Yeah, Ben's joined the chat. All right, Ben, how you doing? He's asking how I'm feeling because we watch a stream DJ. I think she's a very big DJ, isn't she, Ben? In Asia now. Tess, I think it's Fisher, isn't it? You pronounce it, Ben. So anyway, we were watching that earlier, and obviously Ben knows that I went for a COVID jab yesterday. Yeah, that's it, he says. And I'm fine. I'm not ill. I'm just knackered. Absolutely knackered. So I've been sleeping on and off all day, so I'm all right at the moment, but I might have a lull. So if you hear me go on the microphone, nodded off. But yeah, I'm all good, so I'm just tired. But Claptone, I was a big fan. Well, I am a big fan of Claptone. I discovered him on Pete Tong's show he does I think it's either Friday or Saturday. I discovered Claptone on there, and I was really into their tunes, but the last couple I've not been really that bothered. So it's
first
just
time I've heard
the
artist, so,
yeah, it's been going quite a while. So he does all the massive festivals, and he wears this golden. You can't see it, Rich, but it's now on the feed now. He wears this golden, like, long nose with this hat and white gloves for some. That's the outfit he seems to be going for.
Okay, I've got it on the iPad. I'm just waiting for
for it to click round.
To click round, yeah.
Oh, you may see it in a minute.
What score did you give it?
Just 2.5. Oh, it looks like Ben. Are you streaming on? Oh, Ben is now hosting our stream. That's very kind, Ben. Just had a.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Ben, looking forward to mine on Tuesday. Oh, I see. So you're doing your own mix and stream on Tuesday. Well, good luck with it, mate. I hope it goes in. I will definitely tune in and have a look. And he says, no problem. Yeah, it's great. Thank you very much. So Ben is hosting our stream. Poor people. Right, so we'll move on now to Little Sims, and the track is called Introvert. What did you think of this one first?
Yeah, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Cracking tune, man. Love the intro, really cinematic. I actually thought it was cinematic orchestra for a brief moment. And then, just epic sounding, great rapping in it. It's urban vibe, but just, I don't know, there's something about it that I really like. I gave it a 5. Really, really liked it.
Yeah, I mean, there was rapping in it, and I'm not a big fan of rap at all, but there was just something about this track. I loved all the orchestra in it, and the rap, for some reason, just suited it perfect, didn't it?
Yeah. Like, it is definitely in the style. Do you know cinematic orchestra?
No.
Have you heard of them?
No.
It's that sort of style thing. It's great. It's really, long build-ups, just the really lyrical and poetic rapping in it. So yeah, it was a nice little treat to hear this one.
Oh, well done. It was a brilliant track. So for me, a 4.5. I've never been into rap. But this one just I kept listening because it's a long one and it lasts for about 6 minutes. Yeah. Great track. Right, so that brings us to the end of this week's new music. So now we're going to move on to the news. Got a lot of music news this week. So COVID. So Blossoms are to headline a near normal gig trial. So music fans in Liverpool are to get the chance to enjoy a near normal gig as part of the government pilot event. A crowd of 5,000 will see headline act Blossoms without having to social distance or to wear face coverings. But they will only get into the event by having a negative COVID test. So they're starting these trials now, aren't they, the government?
Right, okay. It's the first time I've heard of it. Or maybe it sort of rings a bell, but... hopefully it goes well. Hopefully it's a good sign, goes well, and kicks things off. So that'd be good to see.
Well, yeah, because it'd be good for us in the long run as well, wouldn't it, to get back on the kicking again? Ben said he's heard about this as well. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. Right, next one is Morrissey. Have you heard about this one? He attacks heartful and racist about on The Simpsons. Did you hear about it?
No, say that again. He did what?
So Morrissey attacks hurtful and racist Simpsons parody. Basically, Morrissey appears to have taken offence to The Simpsons after being sent up in the animation's latest episode. In the show, titled Panic on the Streets of Springfield, Lisa Simpson becomes obsessed with a military vegan singer of the 1980s indie band, but her dreams are shattered when it transpires her idol, voiced by Benedict Cumberbatch, had become a bitter, overweight, anti-immigrant meat eater. So he didn't like it.
All right. How does he know it's about him then?
Don't know. Someone must have told him.
It sounds like a great episode. I'll probably watch it.
Yeah, you probably would.
I like The Simpsons. I don't mind The Simpsons.
I was up and down with The Simpsons. I had a bit of a watched it for a little bit, but did you watch a lot of The Simpsons? Did you?
Yeah, I have done. Yeah. I used to watch it every day when I was a kid, and then if the wife's not home, I can watch it. But if she's home, then I can't because she hates it. But when I can, yeah.
Yeah, Ben is just saying on the chat, he said that basically you have to be so careful what you do now, don't you, on television? It's not like old school. You could just basically get away with anything. Now you can't. So you have to be very careful now. Next one is ABBA. Why we gave the Swedish band 0 points at Eurovision. So if you cast your mind back to spring 1974, that's when the UK is hosting the Eurovision Song Contest. And basically we gave them 0 points. How wrong were we?
Well, yeah, they did very well, didn't they?
Well, just a bit.
Yeah. What does it say? Why we gave them no points?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't say no. I believe what's despite I've received a bitter so-called. Oh, it just said that they received a bitter so-called 0 points judged from the UK panel. So basically, we didn't. The UK judge panel didn't like it and gave them 0 points.
All right.
Silly fools.
Well, they showed us wrong, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, just a bit. Yeah. One of the biggest bands in the world, aren't they? If not, I mean, they're still big, massive now, aren't they? Legend band, aren't they?
Yeah.
Legend band, yeah. Right, AJ Tracy. Gig organisers have been fined $10,000 for COVID rule breach in Manchester. So organisers of an AJ Tracy gig cancelled. It was cancelled shortly before it was to take place on Sunday last week in Manchester, and have been fined £10,000 for breaching COVID rules. The rapper says he didn't expect so many people to turn up at Plattfields Park in the south of the city. And obviously, I'm guessing someone must have ratted him in. Police turned up, and obviously he got. I mean, why is it? Thing is, why is he doing that, or why is anyone organising it when you're not even allowed to do that? Anyway.
Well, yeah, maybe they took a risk, didn't they, with that? They probably were they're probably going to do it secretly. I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of it, but I'm guessing they were going to do it secretly. Going to, only have about 20 people or something like that, maybe, and a load of people turned up. So
silly. Right, Taylor Swift has been stalked once again. So a man has been arrested after an attempted break-in in Taylor Swift's apartment in the Manhattan, New York. Hanks Johnson, who's 52, was apprehended on Saturday evening after a 911 caller reported he was inside the property without her permission. Johnson was charged with criminal trespass and released without bail on Sunday night. So if he's released on bail, that means he'll probably do it again.
Yeah.
I mean, what does that do?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that they've set in motion, court dates and all this kind of stuff. But it's just the way it is, isn't it? If someone's paid his bail, then that's it. He can be let free until the trial, I guess.
I guess so, yeah. Right, next bit is Paul McCartney, Kate Bush are among the stars calling for change on streaming laws. So rock stars including Paul McCartney, Kate Bush, Robert Palmer, Stevie Nicks have called on the government to reform the way musicians are paid with their songs online. More than 150 artists have written to the Prime Minister Boris Johnson calling for new legislation to protect artists. They point out that the songwriters earn 50% of radio revenues, but only 15% in streaming. Now, obviously, this is a subject that they're trying to sort out, aren't they? That basically what you get paid more or less for streaming is absolutely diabolically crap, isn't it? It's awful. Yeah. And artists are now making the money by touring, merch, that way now, aren't they? They just can't make any money streaming whatsoever unless you get, gazillion streams of that track.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just for an example, London Grammar, and now their album's gone to #1, but they only had 500,000 streams. They went to #1. So.
Oh, wow.
No, just shows.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It is, yeah. It's crazy. But so they would have made no money. They would have made no money on that. None.
No.
So
yeah, the only thing with streaming, the only person is to gain from it is the consumer. They're the only winners out of it, and obviously the people who own the streaming sites. But to get all the money, the artists will always get screwed over in the sense of streaming. Yeah, it's a big thing at the moment. I think it's all gonna. I don't know what direction it's going to head in, but it's heading in some direction that will definitely change the course of how we do things.
Do you reckon they are going to up the cost to like 2p or 3p a stream? Do you reckon they'll do that or not?
They could do, but the people that will be paying for it will be obviously the subscriptions. And so people will have to pay more. So there was talks about it going up to £15 a month for Spotify. And then obviously people who are advertising through Spotify will have to pay more. So then this is all going to kick up a massive fuss, because then people aren't going to pay consumers aren't going to pay £15 at the beginning anyway. They're not going to pay £15 a month. So they'll lose a lot of people like that. And then people wanting to advertise, they're going to start questioning whether to go with Spotify, because it's too expensive. They're going to go somewhere else where it's a bit cheaper, but still, aimed at the same market or whoever their target audience is. So I don't know how, and so in the end, the streaming sites will just won't do it, because that's too much hassle for them, I guess. I don't know. It's going to be crazy. I think next 5 years or something, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
a big shift.
Yeah, it's got to change, hasn't it? Because you're just not earning. Unless you're, like The Weekend,
yeah,
you're never going to earn any money from it. Even if you are getting a couple of million streams a month, you're still not going to earn an average wage out of it, because it's disgusting. So, like years ago in the 80s, when I was a kid, people used to write the songs. They were minted immediately, and the artists were, because people had to go in the shop, didn't they? Either buy the cassette or buy the record. They had to do one or the other, didn't they? So you paid however much it was back then. But now you don't do that. You just pay a subscription fee. So, they're gonna have to, because there's so many people, artists now complaining about it. They're going to have to do something. The only way that it can be done, isn't it, is if it goes to law and they say, right, by law, this is the minimum an artist has to be, artist or a songwriter has to be paid by law. There is that
option. Or the artists or big artists boycotting all of it. I mean, that would take it as well.
It would, yeah. That would, but I mean, that would have to get all the massive big artists, wouldn't it? Going right, Spotify, we're taking everything off unless you pay us this amount of money. We're not interested. But I don't know if that's gonna happen. But yeah, it's
the record labels don't seem to be saying much, do they? Think about it. It's just the artists. It's the artists that's always putting their neck out. The record labels, they're not saying anything. Sony, Universal, what, why aren't they saying, hang on a minute, we want some of that money?
I don't know. I mean, apparently the government, UK government, has spoken to them, and they think they can't. They said it's not. They can't see a problem, but I mean, because obviously they get their money from other ways, doesn't they? Because it's not just streaming; they make the money from, merchandise, don't they, and advertising, and them going on the television program. I presume if they go on like, the Jimmy Fallon show in America, they must have to pay for them to go on. So. It does need sorting, because independent, lower independent artists, even like myself, or if you brought out a record, Rich, unless you gazillion streams, because the lady who did a song for Kylie Minogue and it was a massive hit, and she only got £100. That's outrageous. But anyway,
yeah.
Right, so we'll move on. I don't know if you've heard this about the new. Have you heard about Annie Mack recently?
I haven't, no.
Right, so Annie Mack is to leave the BBC Radio 1 after 17 years. So the Irish DJ said on Instagram, I need more time to see my kids in the evening now that they're both in school. I would like more time to write fiction and create podcasts. It's already been announced that Clara Amfo will take over her job. Her position, and the daytime is going to be done by Ricky, Melvin, and Charlie. I don't know who Rick and Melvin. I think Melvin is the guy who's married to that other lady from the Saturdays. I think it's him.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Could be wrong, but they're going to take over Clara's show. So I mean, Annie Mac has always been cheering, hasn't she, for new acts, a bit like what was his name with the beard on Radio 1, passed away, didn't he, a few years ago?
I can't believe his name's
you know what I mean, don't you?
Yeah,
he was always cheering for acts. Pierce? No, not Dave Pierce.
Oh man, we're useless. This happens all the time. I've got to Google it now. Because he came up he was on the telly last night.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, I was watching. I can't remember what it was. I was watching loads of like the history of Tupac and all that, loads of stuff. It was great.
John, is it John something? What was his name?
There's people screaming at us right now.
Yeah.
I
can't remember his name.
John Peel.
That's it, John Peel. You got the first name right.
Oh man, we're terrible.
I could see his face, clear as day.
I know. It's so annoying, isn't it?
So annoying, but yeah, he was great, wasn't he? Shouting for bands.
Yeah, he did a lot for indie bands and rock bands and loads of stuff. So yeah, we need DJs like that.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Right, next one is Boomtown Festival cancelled. So the Boomtown Festival will not go ahead after organisers said the lack of government-backed insurance scheme left them staring at a £10 million gamble. So basically, if it got cancelled, they would lose £10 million, so they decided not to risk it.
Wow.
So simple as that, really. Right, so the composer who did the song "Bat Out of Hell," Jim Steinman, sadly is passed away at the age of 73. So I mean, massive track, massive hit, wasn't it?
Yeah,
massive hit. So basically, the next one is the clock is ticking for some music festival season. So music festival organizers say they're running out of time to save their events this summer as they renew calls for the government to intervene. In recent weeks, Download, Boomtown, Deer Shed have pulled the plug. Yes, they have, but quite a lot of festivals are now actually going ahead. So I don't know why some are saying they're waiting for the government, and some big festivals like Reading and Leeds and Glastonbury, they're all going ahead, aren't they?
Glastonbury is not.
Yeah. Have you not heard the news?
No.
Yeah, they're doing it. I think it's either 1 day or 2 day festival.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Coldplay. I think there's 5 bands doing it. I think it's 1 day they're doing it for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the rules are with how many people they can have. So maybe some festivals are waiting on certain things, and certain festivals have certain activities and different tents and all this kind of stuff. So, yeah, they're probably just waiting for the full on green light, ready to go, and then they'll go. So, I don't blame them for holding back a little bit.
No, because they're going to lose a lot of money, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay, next one is London Grammar. So this is about Hannah. Hannah advised that men aren't told what to wear, so why was I? So she basically said, men that I didn't know would watch a performance and come up to me afterwards and say they didn't like what I was wearing. And she says, maybe wrong, but I can't imagine that happening to Chris Martin. So London Grammar's front woman, Hannah Reid, had dozens of stories about time sexism has made her harder. It's made her harder for her to do her job because obviously what she wears. I mean,
right.
All I would say is I wouldn't give a shit love about what they say. If you want to wear what you wear, you wear what you want to wear. Don't give a crap what they tell you to what to wear.
It's a bit strange, isn't it, coming up to someone and saying, I don't like what you're wearing.
No, it's like if I told that to you, tell me to get lost. So
that's strange.
It is. It's very strange, and that's the whole thing, isn't it? Because people are all different. So I mean, you've got that long beard. I think it suits you better with the beard, with a nice long beard, than as a short beard. But you might prefer it with it shorter than it long. So
yeah.
That's what you like, innit? Everyone dresses how you dress how you feel comfortable in, not what someone tells you to dress. That's totally wrong. I don't agree with that. So Brit Awards. So the Brit Awards is to have a live audience as part of its COVID event trial. So the Brit Awards will go ahead with a live audience next month as part of the government's research. Obviously, they're going to do a pilot with this as well. The event will take place at London's O2 Arena on the 11th of May, and it will be fronted by comedian Jack Whitehall. The 4,000-strong audience won't need to wear masks or to be socially distanced, but will need a negative COVID test. So obviously, this is going to happen, isn't it? You have to do a test, make sure you're clear, and then you can go in.
Yeah. This is what's or be vaccinated, I'm guessing.
Yes. Yeah, and I've got my card, and you've got yours now, haven't you?
Yeah. Yes. I'm due my second one any day soon. Really, I'm just waiting for the phone call.
I didn't feel the needle at all. Did you?
No, you don't. It's weird, isn't it?
I think it's because it's so thin. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I was literally in there. I was waiting longer afterwards than it actually took me to get in there, have it done.
Yeah, I know, didn't it?
Because you have to stick around afterwards, don't they? I mean,
I didn't know. They said because my wife was driving that I could leave immediately.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, otherwise 15 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, next bit of news is for I was never into this band. I don't know if you were. Bay City Rollers, were you into these?
No.
Okay. So the frontman, Les McCowan, has died, unfortunately, at the age of 65. And they were big, obviously, most successful in the 1970s. I was never. They used to wear the tartan trousers. Is that right? If I remember.
I have no idea.
Don't really know them.
No. Yeah, the 70s is not a decade I saw.
No.
Unfortunately.
No. Right. Radio On has launched its relax music stream with ASMR and mindfulness sessions. My God. We should do this, shouldn't we? Hello.
Oh, yeah. Hello. Yeah. So what are they doing then?
So basically, it's a whole station with ASMR and mindful sessions. So basically, it's relaxing music.
What, a radio station?
Yep.
Nice one. I would actually listen to that.
I think it's only on the app, the BBC Sounds app. Yeah. So it says it's think tingling, soothing soundscapes and music to help you unwind as Radio One launches its new Relax stream. Relax.
Oh, nice one. I would, I'd listen to that.
I don't know if it's going now. Let me have a look. It's a 24-hour stream, so it might be on there now. Actually, I've got the app. Let's do a live looky look. Have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, it's on now. Radio One Relax. Chillest show. Yeah, it's on now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you'd be looking to that tonight, won't you?
Yeah, I might do actually. Yeah, sit on the computer, listen to it.
Yeah. So, do you know the lady Dame Flower Benjamin from Play School? Yeah, you weren't born then, were you?
No.
Used to love watching Flower Benjamin. Lovely lady. Children's TV legend Dame Flower Benjamin said she's thrilled that a new stage musical is to tell the story of her arrival in 1960s Britain. So if you don't know who Flower Benjamin is, she was part of my life when I was a little boy. She was on a TV show on BBC One called Play School. And you had Humpty Dumpty, Big Ted, Little Ted. So lovely lady. And they're obviously going to do a story of her arrival in the theatre, which is great. What's this? Bear me a second. No. Okay, yes, this is quite a good story. A black belly dancer, Lopez Gomes, wins Berlin racism case. So a black belly dancer was who complained of racism at the Berlin State Ballet has been awarded 16,000 euros in compensation and had her contract renewed in an out-of-court settlement. So basically, she said she was refused to wear a white veil and told to wear white makeup.
Oh wow!
Why would you do that?
That's nuts.
I mean, if you are racist, which you shouldn't be at all, because why would you hire then a black ballet dancer? That just doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. Stupid people, aren't they?
Oh yeah, it's nuts, man. It's nuts.
Stupid. So yeah, well done good for her. Well done. Right, London Grammar. So their new album, California Soul, soars to #1 on this week's official album charts. It's the trio's third album, and that's landed at the top. They were just over 31,000 chart sales, outperforming the rest of the top 5 combined.
Oh wow!
I know. Yeah. Ben says he loves a little bit of London Grammar. Yes, I'm really into London Grammar at the moment. Because me and Ben were talking about YouTube early on Discord. If you go on, I don't know if you watched it, Ben, or anyone listening, if you are a big London Grammar fan, they just did a YouTube live session where they played all their brand new album. If you haven't watched it, basically go to YouTube, go to London Grammar's YouTube page, and the whole concert is on there for you now to watch. So yeah, they're doing. When I was watching it, you know, when we're talking about doing, when we get talking about doing gigs, we talked about doing, you know, doing the pad things, weren't we? You know, those pad.
Yeah.
So they were using those that we were talking about using, and the
MIDI pads, and
MIDI
stuff
pads, yeah. And I thought how they were doing it, and I was thinking that's weird. That's how me and Rich were talking about doing ours. So it's obviously that's the way it's coming in. So yeah, brilliant. Really into London Grammar at the moment. Ben says he'll be watching that later. Yeah, it's cracking. Right, so Doja Cat brought out news. She said details about a new album titled Planet Her. In an interview with Billboard, the US singer and rapper said she is keen to avoid basically doing the sounds of the 2019's album, Hot Pink Album, and is looking about doing something a bit different. Now, the only song I've liked she's released so far from that album was Say So. I thought that was a brilliant track.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like that track.
Yeah, I never liked any of them, and I've not liked any of them since. What about you?
I think we've reviewed some of her other songs, haven't we? But I can't really remember them. But Say So is a good song.
Yeah, cracking song. Yeah. Will Young has announced details of a new single titled Daniel. I've not heard. Will has not done anything for ages, so he's coming back. That track always reminds me of TikTok. What? Say So? Oh, right, okay.
It probably was a TikTok thing.
Probably. Yeah. That's what Ben said. So we're going to go quickly. We're going to start putting this in as well. So we're going to go through the charts of the official singles charts, which is number 1 to 5. So number 1 is Lil Nas with Montero.
You don't meant to do it the other way around. You meant to count down.
Oh, sorry.
Up. You meant to. You don't give number 1. There's no point reading out the others, is there?
I'll be no good. Was I Radio 1 on the chart show? Number 1 this week is.
Yeah, you got to fill 2 hours. Number 1.
Ben said it was a massive TikTok dance thing. My daughter was always playing it. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's a problem, Ben. You've got a child at that age who non-stop plays TikTok. So, number 5.
Yeah.
Is that Friday? So it's Friday, then it's Saturday, Sunday. What? That's number 5.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's still going. Number 4 is Polo G, Rap Star. Don't know that one. Number 3 is Joel Corey, Rain, David Guetta, Bed. Love that track. We both love this track. Justin Bieber, Peaches. I got a son in Georgia. Do do do. That's a great track. And number 1 is Lil Nas Montero. I don't think I don't know if you've done that one. Albums. I'll start at number 5. Is Justin Bieber's new album Justice, with obviously the song Peacher. This surprised me actually. Number 4, Dua Lipa's Future Nostalgia. That's still number 4. That came out a year ago.
It's a good album. She's still pumping out singles from it.
She is.
Like it's a great album.
It is. Really good. I think you like this band. Number 3 is Offspring.
Yeah, when I was like 13 years old.
Did they do that song? Come on to me, baby.
Yeah.
Did they?
Yes. They did, didn't they? Yeah.
God, dear, they're still going.
Yeah.
They're number 3 in the UK album charts. Wow. Number 2 is AJ Tracy, Flu Game, and number 1 obviously is London Grammar. The next story is my NHS booking appointment. I don't think we need to know that. And the last bit of news is it's the Oscars. So the stars are preparing for Sunday's Academy Awards, which will take place across multiple locations worldwide. Is the Oscars today, or is it next Sunday?
You tell me. What's it say on the news bit?
It doesn't. It just says Sunday. They don't say the dates. No, hold on. He only takes snippets of it. Oscars 2021. When is it? It is today.
Oh, okay, so it's probably on tonight then at some point, isn't it?
Yeah,
you should 9 o'clock or something.
Yeah, some channel or something, won't it? It'll be on Sky or movie channel, won't it? Probably.
Do you remember the days when it used to be televised, like a normal TV? like like on ITV or something like that, or even the BBC.
Mm.
Like you could actually watch the whole thing, not the whole thing, but it would be like a 2-hour thing or a 3-hour thing that you could actually watch.
Mm.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
But now you just like it's on some obscure channel, channel 135.
Ben says it's on the 26th at 1 a.m. So yes, it's on today, but 1 a.m. British.
Okay, so that'll be live then. Yeah, 1 a.m.
1 a.m. this morning. Yeah. I don't think I'll be staying up to watch that. So that's it. Right, so that brings us to the end of the news. So now we come on to our track of the week. What are we going for?
Yeah, so this week's a lot better. I'm hoping it's going to carry on like this. So I had a couple of 4s, a couple of 4s and a 5. I'm going to have to go with the 5, and that is it Little Sims?
Yes.
Intrusive? What's it called? I can't remember.
Yeah, Introvert.
Introvert, yeah. Really liked it. Digged it, man.
Well, I'll go for the same as well, because The Weekend, I've already given a 5 and given that song my favourite song. It's just come out again, but we both love this song so much. We'll give that we'll give that the winner. Now we move on to our Reddit page. So if I just get it up, see what we've got. There's me racing. Don't know that. Right, so we start with games first on Xbox. So MotoGP 21, the launch trailer. They got new MotoGP. Did you ever do motorbikes on your PS?
Probably PS1. I probably had a motorbike game. Yeah.
Okay. Next game on the Xbox. Don't know if you like this game or not. Farming Simulator.
Cool. No, do you know they do bring out some weird simulators, don't they? I think, farming. There's obviously the trains and the planes one. They're the big ones, aren't they?
Yeah, I've got the train one.
Yeah, and then you can get then. I actually downloaded some simulators that you're a truck driver.
Oh yeah, they do a truck driver one. That's right. Yeah.
Actually, there's some guy. There's a kid on TikTok as well who just does it, and there's another guy on TikTok who does it. And they got the steering wheel, everything. They're all set up with 3 monitors and everything, and they're playing. This. They literally. It looks like they're just sat there driving a proper truck.
Yeah, it's quite cool. Ben said he played it. He played the farming one on the PC. So the graphics are really quite good. Lots of people on Facebook do the flight sim as well. Yeah, it's if you go on Twitch, you can see them all on there.
Yeah,
they're all on there. Right, so next one is Damien Keys. He's put how to invest $1,000 in your music release. Yes, Damon. Yes, we do all have $1,000 to. Jason Janswari. Simulator games are massive right now. That's supposed to be a cow joke, Jason.
I thought I was the only one who said massive. That's quite funny.
That's not right to put.
Yeah, they are. They're huge, man. Like they're everywhere, and they look really fun. Like I'd quite happily sit down with a couple of beers and drive a truck for a couple of hours.
Yeah, you can get the truck simulator game. Yeah. So what you need to do now, you just go on Twitch later and then search truck simulator game and watch one.
Yeah.
Hold on, the messages are coming in now. Yeah, you would be not like a farming sim. All right, yeah. Having evening, gents. Sorry, been listening but lurking. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's a new thing now on Twitch. Everyone seems to be doing this. What's called lurking, aren't they now?
Okay, what's lurking then?
Jason did tell me. I've now forgot. He might put a message. So, Jason, if you could be very so kind and type out what lurking is on Twitch, and we'll come back to that in a minute. Right, what's this? Oh my, yeah. Quirky Pixel is back. How to build your brand as a Twitch streamer in 2021. We all need this, don't we, Jason? Yes, and Ben, and you, Rich. How to make our trips. I mean, Twitch is, it is a very slow burner, and I have to be honest, I've met some good friends now on Twitch, and you basically all got to try and help each other to try and get your Twitch up and running. I mean, I think Jason's got I think 1.4k followers now, compared to I've nearly got 50. So, I mean, but I haven't been going very long. I've only going about two and a half months. So it does take a while, and now and I've met Ben, and I said we watched Tess Fisher, and then and we meet people on there, and in order to Twitch to work, you've got to get on there and start talking to people, and then people then start passing your stream over or raiding your stream. And now, because I watched another guy as well called MC Intos, who's in Netherlands, who Jason introduced me to, and the last couple of times we've raided each other's streams, and you get people watching it, so it all helps. So when you get going, Rich, doing your brilliant guitar, and you need to speak to Jason.
Okay.
He seems to be like the Godfather, where everybody seems to go to, because he knows everyone. Oh, dear. So what's he put? Listening but not watching, so can't see the chat. Ah, right. Okay.
Yeah, lurking at. Yeah.
Yeah. I see. Okay. Once you start chatting, then it builds up your followers. That's correct. But yeah, it does. You've got to stop, chatting, and then the people start following you. Because I've noticed, I seem to be getting a new follower every day now. So
you've got to interact with people on it, haven't you? So,
it says you definitely have. Otherwise, if you just watch and not talk, you're not going to get anywhere. So that's what you've got to do. Eventually, it'll get there. I mean, it depends on what you stream. I mean, let's put it this way. So say I brought out a song, right, and my song went absolutely hugely massive worldwide. I mean, then I probably get gazillion people following me on Twitch. So, that does help. I think, like, me and Ben watched Tess, so she's quite a big famous DJ, because you look at some other DJs and they've hardly got anyone watching, but their music's really cool. How they mix it, a bit like yourself doing yours, when eventually you get to doing yours, and you think, well, they just as good as Tess, but Tess is obviously quite a famous DJ, so she gets more. She gets more, but I mean, she definitely works it, and she definitely gets what she deserves. So, what's this? Once you start chatting, then it builds up. I stream normally some drone flights. Not quite started my DJing yet. Yes, that's right. Right, so next one is Years and Years. They performed Starstruck on the One Show just recently. So we put that for you. BTS performed Dynamite on the 63rd Grammy Awards show. The band Butcher Brown perform on Tiny Desk.
Okay.
Yeah, they're quite good. Ben's just said, like, today, Tess got 800 new followers. Jesus Christ. 800. There's you and me, Rich, trying to get, like, one.
Yeah.
But, as I said, you got to start somewhere. All right, I see. Look, Jason has followed Ben. This is how it works, you see. You all follow each other and help each other out. It's great. Right, so also on our Reddit page, we've put London Grammar, California Soul, the live show. So I'll put that on there for you as well. Yeah, Jason's put Tessa's amazing. She did. She got raided. Oh, right, yeah, another thing is raided. She got raided by 5.5k people. Oh, Christ. God, Rich, you wouldn't know what to do with it, would you, with 5.5k?
No. I'll be like, can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Can you hear the guitar?
Yeah, can you hear the guitar? Yeah. I know, it's funny, actually, because because I'm streaming my music later, and I only get so many people, and then suddenly I get 10 or 20 going, whoa, what's going on here? The highest I've had is 268, and that's when I was doing streaming an F1 game. That's the maximum I've ever had. I've never had as big as that yet. So it's all good fun. The lady we talked about last week, Rina Sawanyani, I think she's on Tiny Desk this week. So we put that up for you as well. Clean Bandit, Higher, featuring Ian Dior, that brought out the Viz remix. So they've done that as well. And that is basically up to date on our Reddit page. So what's any exciting news then, Rich? Before we go, what's happening?
Well, the biggest news is it's my birthday, Tuesday.
Is it?
So
how old are we? 21?
Oh, if only, eh? Yeah, yeah. I'm going to be 34.
Oh,
so
young boy, young.
Creeping up a little bit.
So
I'll be enjoying that on Tuesday. Just
Reddit link.
Just doing nothing really. Gonna do nothing, but
got to share my Reddit link.
Oh yeah, and then so that's it really. Other than that, just cracking on with the week and with getting ready for gigs that are coming up and bits and pieces, and doing some design stuff and getting things up like that up together. So yeah, what about yourself?
Just sharing this Reddit link. Is it gone? Yep, there you go, Jason. It's now on there for you. 21 again. That's right, Ben. Yes, we could all be 21 again. That'd be nice. Yeah. What you wouldn't do now. Go on.
I wouldn't mind being 21 again, but I was an idiot. So, I didn't know anything.
No, I mean, if I knew the knowledge now, what you knew back then, I mean, it's the same, innit? But it's always you've got to learn as you go on, aren't you? What's right, what's wrong. What am I doing? Well, I've just released a new single, so that came out on Friday. So I've been doing a bit of promo with that at the weekend, and then this week I'm going to try and finish a remix. So I had a single called "Let It Be," which is about a month ago now, but it seems to be really doing well on SoundCloud. So anyway, decided to do the remix of it. So I'm trying to go and finish that, and then I had some brilliant news this week that one of my songs had a quarter of a million streams. So I was like, "Whoa, that's pretty big! Wow. That's pretty big for me." Yeah. Anyway, Rob looked into it. Apparently, if I had 300 more, it would have charted.
Oh wow!
Yeah, because London Grammar had 500,000 to get their album to number 1. And apparently, if I had 300 more streams, it would have charted. I was like, shit.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, that's a bit of a kick in the balls, isn't it? Really?
Well, it just shows, doesn't it? You don't need you don't need millions because it doesn't work like that now. So yeah, it would have charted. So I was gutted. So it would have charted at like number 98 and 96 or something. But yeah, it would have charted. So it was pretty good. But that's the way it goes, isn't it? I just got to keep trying. That was That was thanks to TikTok.
How do you get? Is it through the where you put your music through? Then Ditto. Is it Ditto?
So yeah, so I use a distribution company called Ditto, and then you've got DistroKid. You can use SoundCloud. Oh, I've got our first sticker. Boom, Jason. Nice. But our first. Just look out for the sticker in a minute, Rich. You'll see it goes boom.
Okay.
Our free stickers. So yeah.
So do they put it on TikTok?
Yeah. So they put it on TikTok. So it's usually a 15-second or 30-second. I think mine's a 30-second one. And basically what they do is it goes on TikTok, Instagram, it's on Twitch now, it's on Snapchat, all the socials it's on, obviously apart from Twitter because they don't do it. And then it's all on the usual Amazon, everything else. And then America's Pandora, and then it's on KK Box, which is China. I mean, it's on everything.
Yeah.
You can specifically pick it to go. But I just think, well, you want to put on everything, don't you? To get more exposure. You don't want to pick. Yeah. That's stupid.
No. Yeah.
So yeah, I was absolutely gobsmacked. I just couldn't believe it because it takes 4 months before. It's ridiculous for an independent artist. It takes 4 months before you find out how well that track's done. Crap.
Yeah, it's a bit stupid, isn't it? Because you want a bit more of a to hear a bit earlier, so you can start promoting stuff more and getting out there a bit more and sort of riding the wave of it. You know.
I mean, you just don't know what country you're doing well in, because I mean, I looked the other day, and one of my tracks is doing massive in Iraq. Iraq.
What?
I have no idea. Iraq. How bizarre is that? I'd look. It was United States was first, and then it was Iraq. I'm thinking, what the hell?
Oh wow, yeah, that's very odd, isn't it?
It is. So I mean, of all the places, but Iraq is obviously, because it all goes on the news, doesn't it? But it's not all as bad as what people think it is. There's some parts obviously that are fine. So so it's bizarre how it all works. But yeah, that was my exciting news. So it might not happen again for another year. You never know. You got to keep trying, don't you? So right. So what we'll do now is, what's this? We just had some messages on here. Don't know if you didn't know they had the chance to listen. Yeah, they can. I don't know what they listen on, Ben, in Iraq. I don't know if they have Spotify there or not. I'm not sure. But yeah, we'll have to see. What was I going to say then? I've completely forgot.
It's that old age kicking in.
I know. I can't. I was going to say something. What we always say every week, and now I've completely forgot what we were going to say. You're going to come back to me.
Shall I check email?
Oh, you check your emails then while I think of what I was going to ask.
Let's have a look.
Marc Anthony is God in Iraq. Yeah. Yes. As long as one country loves me, I ain't bothered.
Yeah. He's on all the billboards. I like that.
Yeah. Oh, you can see it as well. Oh, well done. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got it on my iPad, but I think there's
a bit of a delay.
A little bit of a delay. But,
yeah.
Let's have a look. You never know. Might be an email.
Yeah. I think that's what I was going to say, actually, maybe about the emails.
It's old medium now, isn't it?
Did your Claire email in the end?
No.
I noticed she's not here this week.
No. To be honest, I've not messaged them, so that's probably why they're not on. No, we've not got any emails. So if you would like to email us, you can at Marc and Richard podcast@gmail.com. Tell us where you're listening from, what you think of the tunes, what you think of the news. Just say hi. We'll give you a shout out. And it'd be nice to get an email by the end of the year.
That's what we say every week, isn't it?
I know. Yeah. Just got to keep going at it.
Keep going at it. Jason and Ben, so anything you want to ask? Anything you want to, what we think, our opinion or tracks or news or anything before me and Richard go? So we'll just wait if you've got any questions, yes or no. And then if you haven't, then we will call it a day. So if you listen on the podcast, which will be either tomorrow, Monday or Tuesday, thank you to everyone who listens on the podcast streams as well. Me and Rich are very grateful, and also it'll be on YouTube in a couple of days as well. So that's getting some followers on there as well. Right, so that brings an end to this week's music review show. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you've enjoyed the show, please like and subscribe, pass it around, rate it, chuck it in the bin, whatever you want to do. Me and Rich will be back same time next week, 8 p.m. UK time on Twitch. And then, as I said, it takes a couple of days, and then the show will be on YouTube and all podcast players as well. So, also, thank you very much to Jason and Ben for being live on the Twitch, which is great. Hopefully, we'll see the boys next week for more banter. Because the more people we have on the chat, the more banter that we have. So, I'm going to be back on Twitch in, how long in it? In 15 minutes' time. With this week's remix for you. Hopefully, Rich, that was I. Now I remember. When are you going to be back on streaming again now your internet's fixed?
Wow. So before we came on air, I was saying to you about my computer yesterday. It completely crashed.
Yeah.
And it's it's an old MacBook Air. I think it's a 2012 model, and I've had a good run with it, and so it's proper. It's on its way out. And yesterday was one of the first kind of big sign that it's on its way out. So I don't think I'll be doing it anytime soon, just because I've got a whole. The thing is, it's my only computer. I've got to use it for work and everything like that. So I don't think it'll be anytime soon, unfortunately. But I will be back. I will be back on. Once I can get a new laptop and get everything running up again, I'll be all right. But so maybe, I don't know, end of next month, maybe.
Okay. Thanks for the applaud. Slap sticker, Ben. That's very kind. I mean, like you said, you can do your soul and funk remixes, can't you? Like I do, and you can always get those on, couldn't you, and stream them?
Yes. I can always give them to you as well as part of your live shows and things like that. So yeah, obviously, and we do this every Sunday. So I'm about.
You're about. Okay. Thank you very much. Right. So it's goodbye for me.
That's goodbye for me.